Hi everybody, it's Cheyenne with Wise Apothecary. Um, Obviously I'm stuck at home like the rest of you, and I actually go quite stir crazy and my anxiety starts ticking up and up and up and up and up and up. So I've decided to do just a little wee project for you, and I am not great at film editing or anything like that, so it's not going to be some sophisticated how-to video or anything. But I want to show you how to make a London fog, because a lot of people love that drink. You can use pretty much the same method to make like a latte or something like that at home, even like a mocha, in many different formats. But all of us who like to go to cafes and work on things like writing a lot for the Herb of the Month Club, really enjoy having that kind of like fancy drink that we go to. And seeing as I haven't been able to have it for a little while, my morale has dipped just a bit. So I'm gonna make a home version. There's easy ways and complex ways to make it. Obviously, the easiest way is if you have a machine who can do it for you, or some superstar like barista partner or family member or something like that who's with you at home kind of thing that you can use. But I am that person in my house, so I have to have all the skills. I mean, no big deal. But anyways, so basically I've got my cup. I usually use two Earl Grey tea bags, true to like most cafes. Obviously you can use less if you want to. You do not have to use caffeinated tea like Earl Grey, but it's my favorite. I love the bergamot in it and things like that. So anyway, basically we just fill up the cup about halfway with hot water. Super simple, you don't really need to see that. Next, I've got a little pot with some milk in there. I have not experimented with all the different kinds of milk. I use straight up cow's milk usually, but I do know that coconut milk and some of the milks with a higher fat content can do this as well. So yeah, basically it has to have some fat in it and it'll froth really nicely. So I have a fancy little, it's not fancy, it was like $4 or $5 at IKEA, but it's a little frother from IKEA. This is awesome, runs on battery, super easy to use, or you can use a whisk and good old-fashioned elbow grease. You just have to whisk for a long time like whipping cream by hand. So I'm going to use my little frother here, but basically you turn on the heat for the milk. I usually do like medium low heat, and the trick is you got to keep it stirring, of course. Now before I start whisking it, so just as it's starting to heat up, I do a couple teaspoons of sugar. I use cane sugar, but coconut sugar is really good. Yeah, pretty much any kind of sweetener really that you want. But the key here is the vanilla. Vanilla is crucial, so I put in probably a little bit more than the average person of vanilla. So now it just kind of looks soupy, a little bit brown, and that's when we get the whisk in there. So make sure you're getting all the sugar and everything off the bottom of the pot. You don't want that to scorch. So I'm just moving it all around and frothing it. So you can see I've already got some bubbles going there. That's good. So we're creating that foam. All baristas should know about micro foam, and that's when you have that really tight, nice, smooth, super tasty looking foam, and that is definitely the goal, but we might not get there with this at home. We'll see. But yeah, basically you're just heating the milk, keeping it moving so that it's not burning, and the tea is steeping in the background, waiting. You can cover it if you want. Now to make this into a latte, you would basically just do either coffee or espresso in there, or you could do like hot chocolate with a shot of espresso, which is pretty much like an at-home version of a mocha, and then add the frothing milk. See how nice that is looking so far? Yeah. So just keep it going. I'm starting to get the microfoam. This is good. See, I knew if I showed off, I would get good results. Look at it. Now it's a nice foam. Just keep it going. I'm actually going to turn off the heat now because I don't need any more heat. And then once it has that nice foam on there, beautiful. So once that's on there, we hold back some of the foam as we're pouring the milk underneath in to fill it up, and then you let it go and you just fill up with all that foam. And then you are left with a super beautiful, really easy at-home version of a London fog. So there you go. You're welcome. I saved quarantine season. So it's so perfect. You can add a little more sugar to just the tea before you do it. I added quite a bit of sugar to the milk, so I'm probably good. But yeah, thanks so much for joining in. Definitely leave a comment down below with what kinds of variations that you are practiced with, and let's see what kind of cool little cafe drink comment section we can get going for everyone so that everybody can have a morale boosting drink at home. Okay, love you guys, stay healthy.